Okay, if I told you there was like this magical supplement you could take and it turned out that you ate it every Christmas, would you believe me? Hey everybody, this is Kira with IBS and I'm here to talk to you today about peppermint products. And before I get started, I want to remind you that I have had IBS for over 20 years and I am not a doctor, I am a patient, so please don't take this as medical advice. I actually am going to talk about something today that might be controversial, but it's something that works for me, and so I just want to share it with people because maybe it'll work for them. And so I'm going to be talking about 3 products today. So I'll be talking about peppermint leaves, peppermint oil, and IBgard. The thing that I love about peppermint oil is that this is a completely natural supplement, is a natural product. Typically, I will take peppermint products prior to taking any prescription medication or over-the-counter medication. So I'm going to start with peppermint leaves. This is like the cheapest thing you could do to help your IBS, which is so awesome. One of the cool things about peppermint is it grows really easily. So if you have space for a garden, this is something that's a super easy herb to grow. And if you're living in an apartment, you don't have room for that, it's very low maintenance to take care of. I dried it out about a week ago, and so I could turn this into peppermint tea. And I didn't have to go to the store for that, so that's a super cool thing. When you're feeling really nauseous or your stomach is upset, peppermint tea is super soothing, at least that's what I have found. And chewing the leaves itself can actually relieve nausea. So if you're actually feeling nauseous, you can pick up a mint or a candy cane or whatever and suck on that, and that actually helps calm the nerve endings down. That's the super free, super cheap method to use peppermint. The next thing I want to talk about is doTERRA peppermint oil. I cannot believe I only found this out 2 years ago. This thing is magical. I swear to God, I cannot live without it anymore. I actually take it everywhere I go in case something happens. I think any peppermint oil will do, but what I appreciate about doTERRA is that I can really trust that it's ingestible. When I have a stomach cramping issue, or I am nauseous or carsick, I will take the peppermint oil and literally put it directly onto my stomach and rub it in. And the other thing I will do is take one of the drops and put it in my mouth and try to hold it in as long as possible before drinking water. And it's like, I cannot believe it took me until 2 years ago to learn about this. It's a super effective method. Now, disclaimer, don't eat a ton of it. This is the controversial thing I was saying earlier on. Like, I take maybe 1 drop in my mouth once a week. I would say probably the maximum should be 1 drop in your mouth once a day or something. Like, you know, it's like you just want to be very careful with things that aren't listed as what to ingest, how often you would actually ingest it. So again, I'm taking quite literally 1 drop of this whenever I'm feeling really nauseous, feeling really sick. And it's great to pair with other medications. So before I take any other medicine, I will first take peppermint oil. I just want to explain that I'm using this. You don't have to use this one, and this isn't the cheapest method around, but to get a yearly membership with doTERRA is $25, and then the peppermint oil itself for 15 milliliters is $22. This bottle has lasted me 2 years, so it can last you a really long time as long as you're not using it all the time. The last thing is IBgard. It is a coated peppermint oil. So it releases in your large intestine, and that will soothe your large intestine from cramping, from bloating, and from pain. And not in the way that just ingesting directly these would, because these would just get broken down in your stomach. IBgard actually gets broken down in your large intestine. Now, IBgard costs about $30 for 48 of these. You're supposed to take 1 with every meal. So if you're taking 3 of these a day, that would take 16 days to get through an entire $30 pack. So every month spending $60 on IBgard, it's sort of pricey. If you are willing to pay that much, it might be something worth trying out for yourself. Now, the research behind whether peppermint oil works, I've actually seen lots of studies showing yes, it does work, and then I've also seen studies showing that the placebo did just as well. And so keep that in mind, that this might not be a method for you, but it literally works for me, and so that's why I'm talking about it. And I hope you don't go and spend tons and tons of money on something that doesn't work. If you are at a place of you want to take a natural approach without taking medicine, peppermint products are definitely for you. All right, that's about all I have to say about peppermint products. I hope I don't need to do an update video apologizing because I'm telling you to eat peppermint oil directly, but it literally works so well. It's so amazing. Okay, like, subscribe, and comment down below. Have you tried any peppermint products and what do you think of them? I'm so curious if maybe I'm the only person that likes peppermint. Who knows? Okay, everybody. Thanks for coming around. I'll see you next time.